Like, stopped. Let's find out. Side note, Courtney, turn your own volume off so you don't hear yourself. Come on, Courtney. Wait, did I just? Okay. Hello. Is Evan in his position? I don't like my light. Okay, I like it better now. No, that looks really bright, doesn't it?
This is a real beating.
Did Evans, did your, his thing just came on and said, it's a real beating? Is that what it just said? I don't even understand what's happening. To the left of me. Hello. I sure, thank you, Quiet Storm. I will thrift shopping here in New York City for, I don't like, Evan's making all the noises. That's fine. So who's here? Danny is here. Hi, Danny. Actually, I was going to wear Danny's shirt that he gave me from last time, but I thought we did that one already. It's seen its time in the limelight. Jean is here. Zachary, Maggie, Max, John, Collins, King Evan, the Evans. They're reunited. Welcome back, Evans. I'm so excited for you two. It's been too long, has it not? I don't know if you heard other Evan. He said thank you. We're trying something new out today on our. We've got some new cables and we've got some new stuff on our microphone. We're hoping that helps with the popping that was occurring last time. So I hope that this works. I feel like NPR fancy with it next to me, but I don't know if it makes a difference, folks, because I can't hear myself. Stand back. We're going to get something on us. Yes, RDA. Danny was bummed they can't stick around the whole night of trivia. Danny, you have other plans? Wow, that's okay. I appreciate you coming. That's what she said. Okay, anyway. Welcome back to Golden Girls Trivia, the last one of 2020. We made it to the end of 2020, my friends. Ish, right? We're like halfway there of the month. No, a little over half. I don't even know what day it is. My friend Jess was telling me that she thought it was Friday for 3 days straight. Max can still hear a little bit. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll keep working on it. Thank you. I think it could also be we got a fancier new cable, but it doesn't. We'll see. David, hello. No more important plans. Oh, thank you, Danny. Just additional. What's my name, Jean? Courtney. That's my human name. And not that I have an alien name, but if I did, that would be kind of cool. Also, I don't know if would your alien name just be sounds? Would it be a bunch of letters strung together? I don't know. What is an alien name like? And I feel like in a bunch of movies, it's like that would be my alien name. Like if this were Galaxy Quest or Arrival. I keep saying that 2020 better just stay away from Betty White. I know. I hear you on that. Also, congratulations on your first time, Lola. Maggie couldn't stay for the last one, but I can stay for this one. So excited. John Collins said, Courtney, did you get dolled up for this? If you call the top half of me dolled up, sure. Yeah, why not? This is maybe since the last bingo, the first time I've put something that's not a flannel shirt on. Because I mean, flannel shirts are actually dolled up for me, if we're being honest with one another. That's profoundly dolled up for me. Jean, it's nice to meet you too. You love Galaxy Quest. I love Galaxy Quest. I haven't seen the documentary on it yet. Also, I will say I'm super proud. I have to point it out. I'm going to take away the lower third for a second. Worked really hard on this background. I dolled up the wall, got dolled up for all of you today. I don't know if that's a gold, and we got a little banana leafing, and I'm very proud of this. This was 20 minutes of work. I was gonna say hours, but it's not. It was a good 20 minutes. You should try a flannel nightgown, Brandon. I'm on board for it. Actually, my good friend Rakita sent me one, and I wear it regularly. I'm on board for the flannels. Okay, so we're gonna put our lower third back. So those of us who are new to bingo, don't worry. Bingo. I still call it bingo because it's bingo to me. Trivia. Don't worry, we're gonna start in a couple minutes. Max is obsessed with TikTok recently. Danny, my friend Sharon, and I were talking about TikTok. I do not have a TikTok account. I watch whatever is on Twitter, or some people repost them on Instagram, but I personally do not have a TikTok account. Though I know that there was a gentleman in one of the Facebook groups, if you remember the Facebook group, one of the 75,000 Golden Girls, who was doing like Golden Girls in Nova Scotia, I believe, as a TikTok, and reenact, which I think has become also a thing recently on TikTok, just reenacting Golden Girls. But like over 100 of them, I believe. Like this person is got wigs, there's props. It's good work. I've watched them in the chat, but he puts them up. Otherwise, I just don't have another social media account in me, frankly. I got Facebook off of my phone, and that felt like a whim. It's been a while. So anyway, Callie, what time does the quiz start? About 7 o'clock. We let people roll in, get beverages, get your seat ready, prepare yourself, call up a friend if you're going to phone a friend. Anyone else think Hot in Cleveland is kind of like a 2012 Golden Girls? Yes, I do. I think that that's true. Or a long, heavy Dorothy sweater. I was going to wear my Christmas sweater, but I decided not to because you couldn't really see the most important part, which to me was the cat. Dolomite fan number 1, trying to drop into okay, gotta work tonight. Oh, Dolomite fan, the only number 1 Dolomite fan. I'm so sorry to hear that. Maggie said I wish Dolly Parton would have guest star. That would have been an interesting guest star on the Golden Girls. I could have seen Dolly doing it. An Arizona friend. And don't worry, anybody who's new, and actually everybody who's old, but we haven't done this in a while, we're going to give you all the instructions. I will say them out loud. Evan will put them in the chat. We ask questions. We can reiterate them. Don't worry. Evan is your moderator, and he will say hi so you can catch him. But always feel free to ask. Don't sweat it. And we're all here to help. So some of our veterans also might jump in, and that's also fine. I know sometimes they're helpful. Danny won't be here, but Danny has always been a very helpful chat friend. Yeah, so it's good. I hope everybody's doing well. We've got our prizes. I'm very excited for our prize. We actually have like a special big prize that Evan is gonna give out today. I'm excited for him. He's not going to give it out physically because that would imply that he's going to be seen on the camera, which we all know he doesn't do. So he will verbally pick. Who's your all-time favorite Jean? It's Dorothy, 100%. Is there prizes? It's Katrina. Yeah, actually, and some of our prior winners can tell you in the chat. 100%. I mail you your prize. You absolutely can win real life prizes. I find they're very enjoyable. I have several of them myself, and I'll show them to you later before we start. So don't sweat it, but you will be getting a real thing. Digital Viking wants to know, do you see Hot in Cleveland as a spiritual successor? No, I did not. I see Grace and Frankie as maybe a spiritual successor of the Golden Girls, as like a two-top. Honestly, not Hot in Cleveland. King Evans wants to know, where's Evan?
I'm here. Nice to see you, King Evan.
I don't know if you guys should. Evan's to my left. And yes, no, it's good. And don't worry, we'll give you all the instructions. Also, Danny, I don't know if you left yet, but thank you so much for coming. You know, I adore you, and I hope you have fun doing your other things. we'll talk later, as always. Danny and I watch television shows together, and we have an episode scheduled for tomorrow. So of course I will see you then. By that I mean on the phone. RuPaul is a guest star. I love to say see if you react. RDA, I think actually Sophie would probably react pretty welcoming because, as you know, she in some ways had like the most liberal views, about Jean. I mean, granted, her issue with her son Phil, but it was, I think, more of a reflection of how she felt she had maybe failed him. Ryan Taylor, when does trivia start? Quiet Storm is correct. It is going to be in a couple minutes. It snowed here, Debbie. Right here in May. Oh, how you probably got like way more snow than us, but we did actually get a substantial amount of snow. Has the Met or the museums ever put on a showcase of the fashion of the Golden Girls? I do not believe so, Max. The closest that it's come, I believe, was when Rue LaRue Cafe was open up in the Bronx. They had a couple of pieces that Rue gave to the person who opened it, Michael. And that is the only thing that I know of in New York City that had costumes, actual pieces. Otherwise, I don't believe there has been anything like that. And anybody else in New York City, you're welcome to fact check me on that if I'm wrong. But I do not believe that they have done such a thing. Do you ever watch the Golden Palace, Courtney? Do you? Not really. I don't actually know where I think I'd have to find it on YouTube. I don't think any of the channels actually carry it right now. Hulu, no. Maybe like that Peacock network thing that like the 29th streaming service in the world, maybe we'll have it. But I don't think that I don't know. I don't think that anybody's really clamoring for it, unfortunately. You've ever seen every episode on? Yeah, Rue McClellan did have a clause in her contract to keep wardrobe pieces. Yes, it is a fun thing to learn, Danny. John Cosmos know? What do you mean by spiritual successor? Though our question asker can answer this, but I will also answer what I think is a spiritual successor because I think that's actually an interesting concept. It would be like the ethos. It would be the feeling of the Golden Girls, like the humor, taking away some of the plot lines and then like maybe shifting it to accommodate what that show is supposed to be. Older female friendships, kind of hijinks, but also coming back to each other in the end as a found family. I think spiritual successor is you are inspired by and take elements of. You feel it inside. That would be my interpretation of spiritual successor. And Evan gave me a thumbs up. I thought he was just like this. Why do you think it failed? I mean, it just wasn't that good. I mean, the Golden Palace really wasn't, unfortunately. You can't find Mixed Blessings. Yeah, King Evan's channel, I don't think you're going to unless you have the DVDs or it's a bootleg somewhere. All the episodes are on YouTube. Yeah, it's, actually, yeah, that's a good question. I haven't checked YouTube. I know you can buy episodes individually, they might still have it. That's a good place to direct them. RDA. Okay, Evan, are you ready for your job?
I'm ready.
Okay, so Evan is going to put into the chat the kind of quick instructions. Again, don't worry if you don't catch them right away. We can repeat them. Don't sweat it. I wrote a reboot pitch for the Golden Girls. Oh, that's fun. There was no Dorothy. Yeah, that is sad that there was no Dorothy. It was also weird. I agree. So Evan, how's it going, my buddy?
It's in there.
It's just feel like it's in there. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. It could also be that's what she said. Okay, so trivia. How does it work? It's live. It's interactive. It's going to be happening right now. Do not it's meant to be fun. Don't stress yourself out if you don't know the answers. I'm usually kind of liberal in the grading on the other end. Our main rule, if you want to call these rules, but things we like to live by, don't post your answers in the chat. I know you get really excited and you're like, oh, I want to. It happens sometimes for whatever. Maybe you thought you were writing someplace else and it was accidentally in the chat. That's the one thing that we really ask that you don't do, because guys, the people in the chat are kind of your competitors right now, right? Like, so you're going to give them the answers towards getting in the drawing for the prize, which maybe you want to do. Maybe it's a like everybody succeeds together situation. That's fine. I'm on board for you for that. But I'm just saying, try not to put it in the chat. I will, or Evan will, remove that comment when we see it. It's not personal. It's business. Okay. So if it happens, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to like we're not going to kick you out of here. We'll just delete that and we'll just keep on moving. Yeah. Fair. Okay. There are 20 questions to the trivia. You're saying, where do you put them? I say in a blank email. You can also type it in a Word document and email it after, but I've found that putting 1 through 20 in an email and typing your answers in there so it's done at the end and sendable is the easiest way. You do not have to type out the questions in your email. I have all of them. You just have to type out the answers. Look, if I ask a question about a St. Olaf word or spelling, don't sweat it. It's okay. I know most of the time what you're trying to say. Oh yeah, the WandaVision looks interesting, Max. I'm interested in that. Okay. So I keep going. Qualification, how do you get in? Email your answers to the email address that Evan will post throughout the evening, and 100% will post it again at the end to me within 30 minutes of the stream ending. Usually on somewhere around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So you know what, like by 8:30 my time, not like, by the way, like, you're like, it's 4 p.m. where I am and I have 4.5 hours. No, consider everything on Eastern Standard Time, just within a half an hour of the live stream ending. Each question is worth 1 point, except where noted. And sometimes I have a bonus point question inside of it. If it's the bonus answer in your question, like you wrote your regular answer, just type bonus and then the answer to that. Evan will keep, like I said, putting the email address in, subject line, trivia answers, trivia, answer each. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what's going to be happening. How our winners are picked, I score by hand each one of the submissions. Yes, I will email you back whether or not you've got enough points to move you forward. 15 points moves you into the random drawing for the prizes. I also give you all the answers in my email back to you. I try and do it within 48 hours. So by Saturday, you'll have the answers and whether or not you were eligible and or won a prize. I use a random generator. So you're asking, like, what is the prizes? Everybody, that's like their favorite. Well, maybe the questions. I really love these. Are from a vendor that I really like. Her name is Taham, and I got a bunch of them. I also like the flu. Not all of them are Golden Girl themed because we like other things here too. But when I tell you, congratulations, you've won, I will let you know what prizes are still available. It's a first come, first serve on these prizes. So if somebody snatched up David Rose before you, you're going to have to go to your second choice. So what we have is very lovely, high quality, these beautiful decal stickers. I mean, I'll show them to you individually, but look at this. These are just lovely. We have a David Rose available. He goes quick. There's only one of him available today. We got a Leslie Nope. Look at that. And you asked how many winners? Usually I would do 3, but because I've got a lot of stickers and it's the end of the year, I think we're going to do maybe like 7 or 8 winners. So like a big amount of winners. There's a lot of opportunity if you stick it through. Stick it through. I'm laugh. My queen, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I have this one personally. And then the girls. We got a Sophia, who makes what I consider to be a fish face in this decal. We got 3 Dorothys available. For some reason, she hasn't been as popular. I'm a little surprised. So we've got 3 of her. We got 1 Blanche and 1 Rose. The Rose actually, I think, looks a little more like current Betty White than Rose Nyland, but it's fine. It's good. So those are the prizes that are available. They're lovely. I will email you, ask you for your address, and I'll send them out. And so then also there's an interesting in-between prize going on today that Evan, I said, is going to hand out. We didn't normally do this, but I thought it's Christmas and a pandemic. So why not let's do something extra. At the halfway mark, I'm going to ask a question. I'm not going to tell you what the question is now, but be prepared to be thrown. And it's not like a trivia question. It's going to be like a question where you can have a creative answer to it. There are no wrong answers, but Evan will pick from the chat his favorite answer, and that will be the individual who wins a Golden Girls mask. Never worn. It's got all, like, Evan's clapping for you. It's very excited. But as you can see, got all sorts of different characters. So this, timely and enjoyable. Evan will pick the winner of that mask. I'm excited for that one because we've never done anything like that before. So I think it could be really fun. Do we put that answer in the chat? Yes, David. That answer will be in the chat, and I will 100% let you know again when that comes. That is the only one that will be in the chat. And it will give you a minute or two to think about your answer on that one because it's definitely a creative one. Where did I buy that from? Online, Maggie, an Etsy store. So I think it'll be, I think it was interesting. I think it's fun. I'm excited for you guys for that one. It'll be interesting. So emails open. Do we all have our emails open? Do we have our beverages? I've got this new mug thanks to my darling Rakita Furlow. It says Meowie Christmas. We've got our fingers ready. So what's going to happen? I will say the question. Evan will put the question in the chat. Some questions are going to be picture questions. I will let you know because it will be something you have to answer by looking at a picture on the screen. And I'll let you know what the picture is when it's time and then what to do. Evan, we haven't done this in a while. Ready? Okay, Maggie's ready. Katrina's ready. Lala London, welcome back. Hello. Okay. Question 1. To get married in St. Olaf, what 2 items did Charlie and Rose have to get from the courthouse? They had to get 2 things. Point for each thing. Remember, no answers in the chat if possible. Could you put the email up for Katrina again, Evan? Evan will put it up for you. And we'll do it again at the end, so don't sweat it. If I don't want it to mess up your trivia zone. Also, I think it's funny. I wonder, people can get Zoom married. That's been something in the pandemic has been happening. You can get Zoom married, which I guess could be fun. Maybe. Lots of people who ordinarily couldn't come, perhaps. Evan, who came to your wedding? Evan was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm kidding. I know that you didn't get married, Evan. Or did you? I did. I will say that everybody that I told Evan that if like a secret child, like if like a 16-year-old boy came knocking on the door and was like, "You're my father," I'd be like, "I got it. I'm out. I'm out. I can't handle that. That's beyond me." Oh, no problem, Maggie. Evan, did you put the email in?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it's also, we'll do it again too. So don't sweat it. Okay. So question 1 done. Question 2 new. That rhymed. I was so proud of myself. Okay. In the pilot episode, how much money does Sophia say Dorothy owes the cab driver? Because of course we know that Sophia is never going to pay something on her own. Though, like, what I wonder, like, is I'm Michelle's daughter. I just wonder, is like she like the Walter Sobchak. She's like, I don't deal with money. And she's like, I just money's not a. Yeah, that's interesting. The email address isn't showing up, Evan. I see you typing the question, but for some reason, it's not showing up. No problem, Michelle. We just started. Question 1 is in the chat, so remember, no answers in the chat. And open up your. Nope, Nick. Not personal, my friends. Gonna remove these answers, but I will say that if anybody saw them, congratulations, you have the answers potentially. Or do you trust? Or didn't we have there was somebody, I don't remember who, but it was maybe John Collins. It wasn't you, was it? that was like, I'm going to put in false answers, which, you know what, we don't deter. We do delete them still as all the same. But I was like, you know what, good for you for trying to show people off the scent on that one. But again, we ask that you do not put the answers in the chat. That's okay, everybody. Don't worry about it. Like we said, these things happen. We move on. All we need you to do, you can just open up a clean email address and then throw it in there, the answers, and email me after. I think that that's for the best. Evan,
Yes.
what's going on over there? I will take your phone away from you. Can you believe that, everybody? I'm over here. And Evan is just like texting. You know what? You've become too comfortable, Evan. He's like the employee who's like, I don't need to show up on time. I'm friends with the manager. Well, you know what? This manager's going to dock your pay. Question 3, everybody. Or I will put your phone number in the chat. That's what I'm going to do. Evan's punishment is I will leak a digit to his phone number every time he picks up his phone, and it will be his phone number. Literally just watched the episode last week. Okay. Question number 3. The kitchen set of the Golden Girls was used on what television show before the Golden Girls? I saw that, Evan. Does that count? Does that, like, you know what? I think I'm going to leak a 5. See, this is also a test to me because I'm not confident I know Evan's phone number off the top of my head. 5? Whenever I go to the grocery store and they ask for the phone number, I'm always like, I don't know it, and that's makes me sad. I should know it, right? But I don't. I think I do, but I'm not 100% confident I do. Oh, Michelle, thank you very kindly. You didn't have to do that. It's very sweet of you. She had green hair. She should have signed anything too ugly to live. I love that one. Nick Adams says, I remember hearing it before, but I forget. Okay. Question 3. Done. Question 4. Question 4 is a finish this quote. I'm going to say part of the quote, and then you finish the blank part. Yeah? Not in the chat, but inside of your email or Word document. Finish this Blanche quote. The sight of a Santa sets my body blank. Sets my body blank. I thought that in honor of it being near Christmas, and it's also Hanukkah right now. You know, I do say that so that is one of my favorite sequences in the Golden Girls. I just like look back on it and I really enjoy her just running around with the mall Santa. Like what an interesting way to use a mall Santa. And usually mall Santas aren't desirable. They're portrayed as just portly bearded fellows who are just like slightly disgruntled. Yes, Danny, that is a good one to watch, right? Yeah, I do love. I wish I could love a mall Santa the way that Blanche loves a mall Santa. Because also there's Mall Easter Bunny, Mall Santa. Are there any other mall characters? There's Molly Ringwald and Tiffany when they did the mall tours, but it's not the same. It's like mall icons. I consider Tiffany and not Molly Ringwald. She didn't do it. The other singer. Who was the other singer? It was Tiffany and then the other one, and she would like do all the mall things. No? Anybody? Can anybody give me the answer to that? I don't know. Danny, I feel like you would know. But what does that mall Santa do to her body? I feel dirty saying that. I shouldn't, because Blanche was proud and I should be proud too. Okay. Question 5 is going to be a picture. It's going to show up on the screen. Evan is going to tell you what to do with that picture. He's going to ask you the question about it. So you have to look at the picture and then look at Evan's chat. Okay? I believe in you. I do. I think we're alone. That's all I remember is I think we're alone now. Also, yeah, everybody Debbie Gibson. Is it ironic that Debbie Gibson was singing in a mall full of people about being alone? Because she wasn't alone. Molly Ringwald, Brandon Jack, meet Danny Ortiz, also in love with a good, beautiful. I don't know if it's count, but I've seen malls have people dressed as cartoons. Oh, that's possible. I think I would count that. Also for the picture, I want you to tell me what is a community theater production they're performing in this picture. What is it? I'm going to remove myself. Oh, I feel, Danny, thank you for, I think Rolona was not Debbie Gibson's, but it was Tiffany's song. I'm not, guys, I'm not savvy at all. I'm a little embarrassed. As in, is the name of the play? Yes, David. What is the name of the play? How did I get into Golden Girls? My grandma, Llama Llama, Gma Bertha. She and I used to watch together when I was a kid. Yeah, I do love the Take Me Biff. Nope, David. The name of the play. Everybody was the name of the play. So what was the community theater production Dorothy's performing in? What was the name of that play? So then, if I think we're alone now was Tiffany. What was Debbie Gibson's song? Anybody? I don't know now, and I'm a little embarrassed. So, oh, Dolomite fan, yeah, guys, I got it wrong. I'm not gonna lie, it was entirely me. But it was like Tiffany, Debbie Gibson, and like one other. Was there another girl who was like really? It was Rick Springfield. He was the popular boy. I'm like Evan. That was not his type of music, friends. Not at all. Evan would not be caught dead screaming with a poster at the mall. Question number 6. The housekeeper, Marguerite, gives Blanche what is a love potion? She gives Blanche something, and it's a love potion. What is it? I've given you a rose too if my mom had the name Violet. Yeah, Katrina, yeah, I think moms and grandmothers are exactly the like who got a lot of people, well, like particularly in my age, but like even now, I think like because of Hulu revitalizing it and like the rise of the kind of fandom of Betty White beyond um, just being known as a Golden Girl, you know, like when she was in the that movie with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds, like when she did like that crazy like dance in the woods, the proposal or something. Evan, so guys, if you can just not the answers in the chat, which you can give everybody the answers, but we prefer not to. If you could just, oh, Ryan, hello, live stream, I love you too. I think that people like that's how they kind of like became like revisited the Golden Girls in their answers. Got some fierce friends. Ellen Marie Drummonds and Nick Adams, thank you. It was the proposal. Okay, yeah, the proposal. I thought so. They might be doing a sequel or something. I'm misremembering that. I'm not a big rom-commer, my friends. No, Emrai, don't sweat it. You did just join, and Evan can post the rules again if we need to. Just you should put the answers inside of a clean email, and you can email those to me at the end of the trivia. We'll give you the email address later. Don't you worry. It's okay. These things are going to be okay. Question 7. This is a quote. We have to wait, everybody. Evan is not ready. So I do believe that the first number to his phone is 5. Finish this Dorothy quote. You'll have to excuse my mother. She survived a slight stroke, which left her, if I can be frank, blank. I didn't realize when I did that it was going to rhyme. Frank blank. I think Debbie's saying only in my dreams. There's a scene where the girls talk about always being there for each other. Yeah, Katrina, that one, I hear you. It hits differently now than when they first aired that, because Betty White was the one who said the quote, and so yeah, there's an emotion around when there'll only be one of us left. Sorry, I was just thinking about something that had some of you used to you've come before. The Handle Studio Mike used to play trivia with us, my good friend, and I was thinking about him answering the questions just then, and the idea of what happens when there's only one of us left. He passed away last month, so that makes me a little sad, but also he was a great supporter of this channel, of me as a darling human being. Unexpected because she's the oldest of the four. Yeah, that's a good point, Danny. 98? Yeah, perhaps. Question 7. Are we all good on question 7? We're going to roll on to question 8. Yes? No? Maybe so? If you're moving right along, tell me in the chat what Christmas or Hanukkah present you hope to get this year. What's something that you really hope's under the tree for you? I want to know. Well, we get on to question 8. Question 8. How much does Stan bid on Dorothy at the charity auction for the Children's Hospital? Just a good old bid. Actually, and also, it's I was thinking about this like just now. Do charity, like Arrested Development, with Lucille 1 and 2, it's, I think, a reoccurring kind of like comedy plot thing for somebody to bid on another person at a charity auction. Is that something that happens in real life? Are human charity auctions actually things? And I feel like I recall them being like for dates. You're buying, I feel like, generally a woman for a date. I don't necessarily agree that it should always be a woman for a date, but is that are human charity auctions a thing? No, I'm just asking, David. That's not actually the special question. I will let you know. I'm just like curious, like, I don't know. I see it in comedies all the time, but in real life. And also, how much would I go for in a charity auction? Depends on the charity, maybe. And what would you want to be auctioned off for? I have a lot of questions around this now all of a sudden. Would you want to be auctioned? I don't know. It could really maybe affect your self-esteem. Maybe not. I don't know. Depends. I don't know if they're real. I don't think do date auctions anymore. Yeah. Yeah, Brandon, I think that I agree. I agree that it would be very socially acceptable to do date auctions. So I guess celebrity, like you can go to like celebrity lunches, but I was specifically meaning date auctions. Bye, Danny. Enjoy your other activity. See you tomorrow. Question 9. When Dorothy and Lucas get married, where do they relocate to? They leave Miami to go live someplace else. Where? Where is that place? It's not a place that I would personally want to live, I think. It just doesn't appeal to me. Not that I'm judging it, but just not my style. Might be Evan's style. You don't know the answer to this question. Who wanted Stan and Dorothy to get back together at the end? Oh, not me. They toyed with it every once in a while, they were on again, off again. And, sometimes it would be like Dorothy kind of felt or was like, had a longing, but it wasn't at the right time. And then, vice versa. Craig Librick, thank you for coming. I'm glad that you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your Thursday. But I don't think I wanted to get them back together. I don't think that they were good for one another. I mean, ultimately, he cheated on her extensively. Dorothy felt underappreciated. She had a lot of difficulty, getting out and like getting her independence. And I just don't think them getting that together would have been the right move for her. So I am happy that she went with Lucas. I agree. Yep. Too expensive there now. Dolomite van. New York's too expensive for me. All right. Question 10. Question 10 is going to be a picture. I'm going to throw it up. Evan's going to tell you in the chat the question. Okay? Everybody ready? I think you're alone now. It's stuck in my head. And the question for number 10 is, who is Rose hugging? Who? Not a what, but a who. A very important who. His mother did call him a yutz. And, he kind of was, quite frankly. Stan and Dorothy getting back together would have been crazy. I do. I think so. Sometimes people think, also, hear me out on this. They got divorced. Like, he was with, he went to like Maui and he was doing all those things. But in order for people to get back together, I feel like they have to be apart a significant amount of time, like actually apart from one another, in order for there some type of change to occur, right? Otherwise, you're just the same exact two people, just older, getting back together, and nothing is different. So something has to be different, and I don't necessarily think Stan was different. That's my opinion. Okay, just throwing it out there. Question 10. We're gonna take a pause. So that's half. That's the first half. Okay, this is going to be the special halfway through big prize. Ashley Klotz, hello, welcome. Yeah, David, I agree. I think they were better, kind of like friends when they were apart. And I think that can be true. People can do better apart than they are together. Okay, so Evan, are you ready for your big moment? Karina Luna de Camilla, Mr. So-and-so couldn't give it to the yellow sweater girl at the end. Stan's mom was Esmeralda on the show Bewitched. Okay, so the special. This is the question that I have for all of you. There's no wrong answer, okay? Give it a second. Think about it. Evan's going to award a prize to his special answer, the one that he finds the funniest, or whatever criteria Evan has over there. Evan, do you have criteria?
I didn't know what the question is.
Yeah, that's also true. I didn't tell. Actually, no, Evan, we talked about this.
Yeah.
That's okay. Ms. Morbid, answers in the chat for this question. This is the special. You can win the brand new Golden Girls face mask for the pandemic. Show off your fabulous, fun Golden Girls joy in life. So the question is, ready, everybody? Question, this is the answer in the chat. And you can take a couple seconds. You don't have to give it right away. It's Christmas time. If we recall, those had picnics for one another to give a gift. And nobody wanted to get Rose. But if you could pick a Golden Girl to give a gift to, right? Like, you put your hand in there and you're like, oh, I've plucked out Dorothy. That's who I would hope to pick. But who would you want to pick to give the gift to, and what would that gift be? So if you're hoping to get some Golden Girl for a Secret Santa, who and what is the gift that you would give them as the Secret Santa? That is what I would like to know. No wrong answers. I think I'm really curious. And you know what? I'm going to say, if you wanted to give a gift to Stan, because we've been talking about him, sure, you can pick Stan too. He wasn't a part of the original name picking, but I'll allow it. So let me know who and what the gift is. And Evan's going to be Do you need a notepad? Do you want to write down answers?
Yeah.
I got you, Ev.
And when are we picking a winner?
Evan we'll let people give their answers in.
Yeah.
And then when you're ready, Evan will tell me who the winner is. So, but give me a little bit of time. Think about it. Yeah. That's why there's no right or wrong answer. But Maggie's saying Blanche. Yeah. Clothes. Blanche does love clothes. I don't love a fireman's calendar for Blanche from Nick. Rose says a singing fish if it can be found. I wanted to buy Mushi, this fish that like plays like the tail flaps. I saw on Instagram, but I'm not going to waste. She won't like it. I know it. She doesn't even like me anymore. She really hurts my feelings. People know who Mushi is. Mushi's come through a couple times. Mushi's the cat, by the way. If you don't know who my Mushi, not my Mushi, it's Evan's Mushi, is. Ellen, I would want to give a gift to Sophia. Now give her a special sealed container for her clam sauce. That's very thoughtful of you because leaking is a serious problem. Brandon, I would say, Sophia finally get her a nice pair of shoes and a melon baller. Well, you know, a melon baller doesn't leave marks. LG plus one. Blanche, I would give her a gift card to the Adam and Eve online. That one elicited an ooh, I think. I don't know. Evan might be reading at a different speed than me, everybody. So, not sure. I'd pick Sophia and get her one of those map prints, like the ones you can get personalized. It'll be a sis. Oh, Katrina, that's a really sweet gift. One of those map prints. I like those. That's a really lovely gift. I would give Dorothy. I think I'd give Dorothy a present. I would want to pick Dorothy. And Blanche, a hug because she was tender and was always needing searching for love. John, that is a thoughtful gift as well. Ryan would give Sophia a phone book. Ryan, so she can prank call or so she can sit on it to drive everybody's car when she steals it. Nick says, at the same time, just me asking, what would you want to receive? Oh, Nick, I like that question. Yeah, if you guys want to answer Nick's question too, in the chat, I think that's a great question. What would you want to receive from which Golden Girl? I think that's a great question. So Sophia, a gift card for Uber because they won't impose a tax. Yeah, she should get it. Like if Uber were a thing. Zach G, hello. Your first live stream. Stop it. With us? Get out. That's exciting. Congratulations. I would get Blanche a trip to the hedonism resort. I like it. Evan, how's the answering going? Are you? I will tell you that he's taking notes, my friends. We're going to pick Sophia and finally get her that TV. She does deserve a TV in her bedroom. She has one, and she wants to be able to watch her dirty movies on it. Zach G, a sweater from Rose. I think that Rose would actually give a great sweater. That I would love a sweater from Rose. Actually, and also, you know, she has some really great ones. A specific sweater, like the one with the plane. Interesting. King Evan's Channel of Wonders. When is the next trivia? I don't know. Honestly. We haven't planned anything in 2021 yet. I would love to receive a gorgeous robe. Oh, a Deva robe, Sam621. Yes. I give Dorothy a subscription for Tinder. Premium. That's important. Blanche, one of her calendars. Ooh, yes. A Men of Blanche's Boudoir, Stephanie. I'll do +1. Rose, I would give her a painting of Charlie. Oh, Marie Scott, that's a beautiful gift. And Blanche, I'd love to pick. I would give her makeup. If I got makeup, honestly, I wouldn't know what to do with it. I would still ask Rose for a personalized ornament, but also give her one that I made. Oh, I like that exchange. Ashley, that's great. What kind of ornament would you give her? Do you know? And I Rose, a gift basket from Minnesota sausage, cheeses, and other treats. Sarah's from Minnesota. I think Dorothy would be great picking a book. She's well read. Nicole says a cooking lesson from Sophia. You guys have great answers. Nick, I love this question. Thank you for asking it. I almost feel bad that I'm like, we should get back to the trivia, I guess. I can't, I'm like, but I love your answers, so keep them coming. Evan, can you multitask? We'll ask question 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 11. Really important. Why does mean old lady Hickenlooper never smile? Why? I feel like, isn't it a travesty? She never, guys, she never smiles. Her robes were amazing. I agree. Also, I love that whoever, I did not coin it, but I bless their heart for the Deverobe. What's that? I would give Rose one of those candy locks. Oh, yeah. Katrina, I also have to tell you, I hate Rose's daughter. John Collins, did you see my answer? I'm going to scroll up because I think it might have, sometimes for me, because I have something going like the stream at the same time on my computer, they kind of roll in all at once. Oh, yeah, the hug. She would give you because she was tender. And I think that the hug is a lovely answer. I think that's it. Because you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Mrs. George Devereaux. And she gets to hug him in the dream finally. And it really meant a lot to her. So I think a hug is actually a really good gift to give her. Just saying. If we could put the answers inside of our emails, that would be helpful. But it's okay. These things happen. We're having fun. I think you guys are doing a great job. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Evan's going to do question 12. This is a quote. It's a Sophia quote. Evan's preparing. It's a very important Sophia quote. I don't know what's happening. Okay, finish this Sophia quote. If this sauce was a person, I'd get naked and blank. Also, could you imagine what a person made of sauce looks like? I'm picturing like a swamp monster. Brandon says, can I just say thank you for asking questions from the show? The last trivia I took part in, they asked behind the scenes questions. Oh my gosh. Brandon, that's an intense question. Like, who directed episode 4, season 2? I would just put down John for every answer because I would just hope that was right because it seems like a name that a director would have. That's an intense question. I got nothing on that, and I love the show. Nicole would give a globe ornament with Minnesota themes. I love it. Oh, a second chance with Jake. Tracy, I'd love to know how you set that up. But I like that. I like that gift. Question 13. Yeah, and I also you gotta ask questions from the show. Behind the scenes things are, unless it's like a really well-known thing, like who created the show, and even that's like behind the scenesy. Otherwise, I wouldn't expect anybody to know those answers. What do Pat and Kathy say they are on Wake Up Miami? They say something. Blanche and Dorothy are lesbians. What are Pat and Kathy? Who I will say, I love Pat and Kathy. Whenever I play trivia or something, I will actually put this as my trivia team name. This is often my team name answer. Reindeer themed. I like it. Yeah, a lot of them are Terry. That's true. I just feel like if you're just going for broke, John or Mike is just an answer. Are we talking 21st century Jake or 20th? Ooh. Yeah, that's a good. It never gets old, La La Land. Never. Absolutely. Every time. And just the stare. It's one of my favorite Dorothy stares of all time. Evan, how you doing?
Good.
Do you have a person yet, or you're still mulling?
Are all the answers in? I guess so.
Does everybody have their answers in? Nasha, why are you zooming through questions? So, Nasha, in our trivia, we don't put the answers inside of the chat. What we do is you open up a email or a Word document, and you can throw your answers in there, and then you email them to me after, and then I will review it, and then I will return with your correct answers and the answers and let you know, because we do prizes, like real prizes. And so in order for us to track that and get a score, we have you email them in. So I did not miss your answers. I will honestly say that I removed them. But what you can do is, because I know you came in late, you're also welcome to, when this is over, to rewatch it, or the questions, except for the picture ones, will be in the chat, and you can scroll up. And don't sweat it. It happens in the chat. I don't know. I'll ask her when I see her at home. Love that quote. This scene had my favorite. I misunderstood the question. This question, Maggie? Just double checking. You mean the question that we're on about Pat and Kathy, question 13? In the show Wake Up Miami, the host says Dorothy and Blanche, lesbians. Pat and Kathy are blank. What are they? Yes, they also are lesbians, but they answer something different. No, Tracy, don't worry about it. Everybody, these things happen. It's being new anywhere. We appreciate you. You're awesome. You're great. Don't sweat it. We're pretty easygoing around here. But Evan did want me to put a final shout out. And if anybody has not answered the Secret Santa question, do so in the next 1 or 2 minutes in the chat. Evan will be on the lookout to be able to give his answer, to give the prize out. In the meantime, we will move to question 14. This is a picture it question. It's going to be on the screen. Sam621 has an idea for a video. I will read your idea for a video after I put up the picture for the picture it. Evan will put the question in the chat. I will put the question in my mouth, say it out loud, and I'll put the video, the picture up. Ready? In this one, it's a bonus. There's a bonus. So, first part. Who are the parents of these two children? We call them children, but they're adults. But who are their parents? And the bonus is, what are these characters' names? The children's names. P.S. I hate both of them. I don't know anybody who doesn't, frankly. They're just, and again, I contend over and over, the children are the worst. They're the worst. I think the show might actually have a subliminal message to tell you not to have kids. Tracy, did he get mine? Did you get Tracy's answer to the Secret Santa, Evan?
Yeah, it was a good one. It was Jake.
He said yes. I don't know if you could hear him because he's to the side, and he said it was a good one. To either get ice cream or commit a felony out the side of the car. That is a classic line. Also, that mustache. Everybody, just take a moment. Not everybody can grow a mustache like that. I'm jealous. I pluck mine, frankly. Her son was waste. They were all of the kids are just terrible people. I don't see. Evan likes the wallpaper. We hate the people, but we love the paper. Okay. So question 14. Everybody's got it. Who are the parents? And the bonus are, what are these children's names? What are the names? Who are you? What day is this? Question 15. Her father is Stan. Well, guess we know who the mother is. We can't pick our parents. Question 15. Where was Sophia born? Where was she born? Everybody? Actually, Kate wasn't bad. I guess Sam, yeah, you could say that she wasn't terrible. But I don't see her calling or showing up though. Just saying. She used her mother to get the wedding at the house and taken care of. But when did she show up for Dorothy's birthday? I'm just saying. But no, she's probably the least worst. The 80s were a frightening time for facial hair. Yeah, Evan agrees. I also can't believe they did that in Blanche's bed. I know, right? But guys, and Katrina, I hear you on this. If you were to have a secret rendezvous in that house, wouldn't it be in Blanche's bed? That's probably like the best bed to do it in. What is the point of what, Valerie? I'm not sure. Do you mean your arrows? I don't know. I think that's a funny kind of like if you're talking about pointing. Otherwise, I don't know. I can't help you on that. I'm so sorry, friend. The children are sneakers except for Rebecca. Yeah, Rebecca's not that bad, I guess, too. It is a porn mustache. That's 100% right. It is. It was just a porn mustache. So we all know we put the answer to where Sophia was born. Evan, do you want me to stop and you give your answer, or do you want me to keep going?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Evan is ready. Evan is ready. Okay.
How do I announce?
How do you want? Do you want to come on screen and do it? The answer is he's not going to come on screen. Do you want to whisper it in my ear? Do you want to try and say it into like closer to the microphone, but without your face being in the camera? I'll like.
The winner is Miss Morbid 921.
Miss Morbid 921. What was the answer?
It was the TV for Sophia that she's always wanted in her room.
Sophia's TV. I can see why Evan picked that. Are we not supposed to write the answers here? No. Catacombs, don't worry about it. Yep. Ordinarily, we do not write the answers in the chat. We send them after in an email address. That is weird. Several times Evan did try and put the email address in. Let me see, for whatever reason. Let me see if I can do it. We will, if not, I'll put it in the, it showed up for me. Did that just show up just then? But congratulations, Miss Morbid. What I would like for you to do is to email me at that email address, obviously, because it's mine. If you could just, if you're going to submit your answers, just in that flag for me that you were Evan's winner. Congratulations. And what does she win? She wins this. Wins this face mask, this Golden Girls themed pandemic mask. Got it. We got it as it's a nice just in betweeny prize. It's a funny little thing for the holidays. Is an extra. It's an extra. So just reminding that, but I also will remember too, because Evan will make sure of it. And congratulations! That was I liked your guys' answer on that. It was really great. Yes, the question that we just did, by the way, I think somebody might have asked was, where was Sophia born? That was question 15. Rose had her cardiac scare. I feel like actually Dorothy didn't have a cardiac scare, but like Sophia and Rose definitely seem to have more than one heart problem for whatever reason. The entire podcast makes no sense. We have real problems to think about. Hey, Valerie, I hear you on that. There are things going on. I'm not sure what that thread is about, so I just picked that up, but I hear you on this. Valerie, I think you're the first troller that's shown up. Oh, I see what's happening. Oh, we're being trolled. Maybe not, but I appreciate you think that this is a podcast.
It's your microphone.
I do have a microphone, and words are coming out of my mouth. Question 16. Actually, we did have a troll for I don't know troll, but somebody that kept insisting that Dorothy's Bornak was their mother. That B. Arthur was also their mother. I don't think that was a troll. Evan thinks that was sincere. Might have been, but they insisted that. Question 16. What month in the Men of Blanche's boudoir calendar made Dorothy yell, "Whoa"? Whoa. What month? There was a month that did it to her, folks. And which month was it? Dorothy had chronic fatigue. Brandon, yes, she did. Which, we never picked up the threads on that. Nicole, yeah, you absolutely can. You can scroll up into the chat, or you can it'll upload. You can watch it then and then send the answers in. It's totally fine. Absolutely, I promote that. We're all social distancing, having fun. That's true. We are. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. But if you're not, then you're welcome to go find something else to do. And I'm not going to stop you. Question 17. I'm sure all the months. It's been a lot of months. It's true, guys. I've been doing this a while, folks. I hear you on that. Dorothy, she had a rag doll when she was a kid. What was its name? Her rag doll. I don't think when I was a kid that I had any kind of special. I had Cabbage Patch Kids and I had Pound Puppies. I don't think I had like a special dolly that, or like I guess like a rag doll, but also I'm just thinking like a baby doll that had names that I cared about. Evan's channel, are you saying that you hope you guys have kids? No, I don't have any that I know of. Like I said, if a child showed up at Evan's door being like, Dada, gosh, it would have been nice knowing you. It was nice knowing you. I love that you've been working on the school bus. You've been locked at home most of the time at the. Well, actually, thank you so much. We enjoy, I want to do one more before the end of the year. It's something, something different, something enjoyable. I got to tell you, I told Evan that I think we might have to just keep this up. Also, you guys don't know, but it's glitter. I was very proud of myself. It's glitter. But I think Evan, I told him to keep it up and he should do all of his meetings at work with them. The background. He may or may not. Oh, Zach G had a Pee Wee Herman doll, Evan.
Damn, that's Pee Wee Herman sticker.
Yes. Oh, we lost him at SeaWorld. We haven't been the same. Evan loves Pee Wee Herman. And at the beginning of the pandemic, we were actually supposed to go see the anniversary show of Pee Wee Herman, and we didn't get to. He loves it. Loves it, loves it, loves it. Question 18? Picture it question. This is our last picture on the screen question. And Evan will put in the chat again what it is that you were supposed to say or do for it. Not do for it. There's no doing. I don't know why. Question. Okay. Here we go. Last picture it. Name this character, who I also hate. And bonus, who is her sister? Again, I really contend that the family, the relatives are not lovely people. They're not good. I don't think that they're great. I think the show really makes a case for that your family might be terrible. You should find that wallpaper. Well, I don't think you could see it. Well, actually, I'm pointing to a wall right now. I'm in that screen, but it's banana leafy. The bottom is a banana leafy underneath the gold. We tried to make it two-toned. Maybe the proportions aren't exactly right.
I do like it. I do want that wallpaper.
Evan, you do? Fun fact, I didn't know that, everybody. But are you going to be the one to put up the wallpaper? Good luck to that wallpaper. We had wallpaper in my house. Please, in the chat, let me know. Did you guys grow up with wallpaper? Woo! Yeah, we did. And my mother would change it like every couple years. My mother was also a smoker, so like they would get like kind of yellowy. But I remember she had that like special tool and she had to like scratch it and then pull it down. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine having to take wallpaper down and then putting it up. But now they have like, it's just like stick and peel, right?
Queen's Gambit.
Yes, we watched Queen's Gambit and Evan did like the wallpaper in Queen's Gambit. But yeah, we had a wallpaper for a really long time. Way too long, in my opinion. Question 19 is a quote. It's a quote. It's a Sophia quote. You know what I can't stand anymore? That phony accent of yours. What is this? Blank? La La London, your parents still have the same paper? Oh, wow. Those are people who can keep things then, because I don't know, my poor, well, New York City walls, they don't paint them till you move out, so landlords don't really care, but they're not pretty. I can't imagine keeping something for that long. Oh my gosh, Mark Toland! Hi, buddy! How are you? Mark, I think your Christmas present came, by the way. You should check your mail. I was going to text you, but then I started this. And I was like, oh no, I forgot to tell him. So check your mail. I think your present came. If it was coming up something ugly, I'd put wallpaper up. I think that the new stuff like that you can like peel, but I won't lie. This is just straight up aggressively taped to the wall. That's also why it's not coming down for a long time. So question 19 is a Sophia quote. Question 20. This is the last question. What? We're at the end? Question 20 already? True? Actually, we're kind of on schedule. I'm proud of us. I just heard in my head, KYMOUSC, like at the end of the Mickey Mouse Club. Now it's time to say goodbye to friends and family. MICKEYMOUSC. Or maybe that's the intro. In my mind, it's. Oh no, Brandon Jack, I gotta tell you, it's very aggressively taped. Also, yes, please do check your mail, Mark. Gone with the Wind, fabulous. Interesting. I didn't know that you want wallpaper thing. Well, I think it's just nice. Actually, I might do some. We're working on the next golden grades, and I might actually do it in front of this instead of a black backdrop, because it could be fun. So, question 20, I will put Evan the email address. Somebody asked for it, and if you put the question in the question. Ready? Last question. Where does Blanche keep her whipped cream? It's actually, I have a lot of questions about this question because it's whipped cream. It's cold, right? It implies whatever. I just think the answer doesn't exactly make sense, but it's not meant for logic. But where does Blanche keep her whipped cream? Evan, where do you keep your whipped cream?
I don't have whipped cream.
Yes, we do.
The refrigerator.
Actually, Evan doesn't probably use it because I'm. Yeah, I won't lie. Last night I just didn't feel like a bowl, and so I just took a scoop of ice cream in a spoon, and then I just squeezed whipped cream onto the spoon, and I ate it like that. It was worth it. Lucy, you have some splaining to do. Yes. So I think, filming in front of this, though, right? It's worth it. Let's hope it stays up for a while, maybe forever. I don't know. Guys, so questions are over. All the Golden Girls questions, the trivia 2020. What's going to happen? We're going to end the stream in a couple seconds, maybe a minute or two, and then email me your answers. Some of you probably already did. Sometimes I'm like, I got a bunch in there already, and I'm like, I got a lot of work to do tomorrow. Evan, do you need me to put the email address in one more time? Subject line, trivia questions or trivia answers or whatever it is, that relates to trivia. I'll answer all of your emails. I will 100% score and then return with the answers, as well as letting you know about, whether you were a prize winner eligible. And yeah, that's it. So unoriginal, Evan. I know, golden grades. Yes, you got your answer without having to ask, David. I'm happy for you. I hope this is the answer because I don't remember, but in her underwear drawer. I mean, that would be a place to keep it. How do you keep it cold? Oh, Tracy, yeah, we don't have a Facebook. We do have a Tumblr. Where are you clicking the Facebook link? I'm not sure. It's probably in a bunch of places, and I should delete it. I just figured, yes, you absolutely can. When this ends, it's going to upload online. So you will 100% able to go through and find the questions. It'll be in the chat. I'll also say them, and the pictures will show up. The email address, Evan, did you put it in, or do I need to put it in again? Evan keeps putting the email address, but apparently, guys, it's not showing up. So I will do that for you all. The email address again. I know, question right. I should keep the wallpaper. But yeah, Tracy, let me know where you find the links. I just found out that Facebook pages aren't worth it. I used to upload on them and stuff, and they just took time. And so I just have the YouTube channel, and I do Tumblr from time to time. I haven't done it in a while. The email address, David, have a great night too. Lindsay, thank you. Katrina just posted it again, but I can put it one more time. I don't know what Evan's doing. Debbie, Evan doesn't see it when I post it, but you all see it when I post it. Yeah? St. Olaf. I'm going to put it in the banner. It's so weird. Do you think they've like stopped letting...
Yeah. I think they're blocking messages.
That's very disappointing. Okay, here it is. If you guys can see the banner. If not, I'll just have to... Oh, that's a bummer, Brandon, but thank you for pointing that out. Tracy, yes, okay. There's no spaces. Is the banner showing it finally? I changed it. Okay, so it's in the banner. So weird. Okay. That's so weird. Miss Morbid, thank you. I agree. It must be something about the app for some reason. But also I just typed it St. Olaf Productions, no spaces at Gmail. So strange. Also, Tracy, let me know when you click on the Facebook and Tumblr links, they don't work. I don't know where you're finding them. We don't have a Facebook anymore. It's just my personal account. Zach G, good night. Thank you so much for coming. All right, great. Thanks. Sorry. So weird. Good to know. Weird little quirk that popped up that we can't add. Miss Morbid, don't forget, we do want you to, when you send your trivia answers in, just remember, mask. You're masking it. Congratulations. I'm excited for you. Nolan, thank you. Yep. I see them coming in. We got this 2088. We're creeping. It's creeping up. Do you share your office with 2 books in the St. Olaf Library? Yes, I do. My office, if you want to call what I have as an office, I share also with all of Evan's things. Zachi, happy holidays. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Does anyone ever wonder if Mark Cherry got his ideas for Sex in the City? Possibly. Am I planning more chats? Maybe. We haven't, figured out yet. Ordinarily, I host bingo in person, and hoping in 2021 that maybe the summer, fall, we'll be able to do that. So I used to not do trivia because of that. John Collins, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I thank you for coming. I hope you have a great rest of your week and holiday. And as always, the email address that you now have, you can use. Say anything. Below it says web info. I believe you. I don't know where that is, but I do not use those anymore. Some of the old videos I have to update the thing, but no, we don't have a Facebook. Yes, you're always welcome to email me if you have anything you need or chat. Happy to hear. Actually, happy holidays to you as well. Evan and I are here. We'll get these prizes mailed out when we get all the answers in. Maybe take a couple days because snow and the way that mail is right now. And yeah. Well, Ashley, that's a very kind of you. I thank you. That is a big compliment. So I hope everybody's well. Evan, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Very impressed with all your answers.
Don't know.
It's tough to pick a winner.
Very impressed. Tough to pick a winner. Merry Christmas. Yes. I also know that asking Evan to pick a winner is torturous for him because it's not something he ever wants to do. So he was a good sport, but no prizes in it for him. Also, my head, for some reason, I was sitting up tall and you guys couldn't see it anymore. Okay, so have a great rest of your week. Have a great holiday. If you need anything, you know where to find us. We'll be putting up some new videos soon, maybe with a new backdrop. Thanks for coming. Thanks for playing. Thanks for supporting. I hope everybody makes it as well and safe into 2021 as can be. And as always, guys, say thank you and stay golden out there. Bye.